In today's video, we're going to take a look at how you can use Excel to create random values. This is a quick way to generate sample data. You might need it for testing. You might need to share your file with someone who shouldn't see your actual data. I'm going to show you different methods, including a method that generates random numbers without the numbers repeating themselves. Pick the method that works best for you. The first method you can use is to use the rand function. It's a very simple function to use. Just type in equals, then rand, open bracket, close bracket, press enter, and you get a random decimal number that's between 0 and 1. Now you can drag this down as far as you need. You can copy and paste it wherever you want. You can also format this as a percentage if that's what you need. Now notice every time I press F9 here, or every time the workbook refreshes, it's going to recalculate again and you're going to get different numbers. In case you want to fix this, you don't want it to change, you can press Ctrl C, right mouse click, and paste these as values. This way you take away the formula that's behind these and you hard code the numbers. Another function you can use is the RANDBETWEEN function. This is great if you want random numbers that are between two numbers. This is a simple function. Just type in equal, RANDBETWEEN, what's the bottom number that you want? So the lowest number you want to have, let's say it's 100. The biggest number that you want to have here, let's say 1000, close bracket, press enter, and this time you get integer values that are between your bottom and top numbers. Again, you can copy this as far as you need, and remember that every time you press F9, this is going to refresh. Now, what if you wanted to turn these into decimal numbers, where you can feel free to add the rand function to this, and now you get decimal values that are between your bottom and top number. Another method is to use the RANDARRAY function. This is a function that's available in Office 365 and if you're using Excel on the web. The function is called RANDARRAY. This way you don't have to drag down your formula. You can already tell it how many rows of data you want. So let's say I want to have 10 rows. How many columns you want? I just want to have one column, so you can type a 1 or you can skip the argument. You can also define a bottom and a top. In this case, it's called min and max. So I can go with 10 and let's go 20 as the max. And the last argument is whether you want an integer value or not. So if I just close this and press enter, I'm going to get a decimal value. If I want to have an integer value, I can put a true as the last argument. Now, what if I wanted to get this list of numbers without any repeats? Well, the probability of getting repeats with this range is quite high, right? Because I'm just going from 10 to 20. Now, one way I can get a unique list of values is to put this inside the unique function. This is going to make sure my RANDARRAY resizes and it only gives me the unique values. Now, if I press F9 a few times, I might end up with the hash spell error.
A few moments later.
I might need a few tries, but it's going to come at some point. Oh yeah, it was right there. I don't know if you caught that. Now, the reason you can come across the hash spell error is because I'm combining a function like the RANDARRAY function, or it can also be the rand function or RANDBETWEEN function, with a function that resizes. And this recalculation can cause problems for Excel. So there was another hash spell error there. Now, if you just want to use this once and grab your list of random numbers and paste it as values, it's fine. This error is not going to be a bother. But if you want to be sure that you don't get this hash spell error, there is another way you can do this. And that's the sequence function with sort by. So let's take a look at this. First of all, I'm going to start with the sequence function. And let's say I want to get random numbers from 1 to 10. So I'm just going to put 10 here, press enter, and I get my random numbers. So notice the other one recalculated and it gave me a hash spell error. Now check this out. There isn't any way that I'm going to have repeats here, right? Because sequence just gives me index numbers starting from 1 to 10. And I can change that. I could say that I want my start to be 2 and my step to be 2. Now I get numbers that start from 2 and increment by 2. Right? So there aren't going to be any repeats here. But now, what if I want to sort this in a random order? Well, I can put this inside the sort by function because sort by sorts the array that I want. In this case, it's this array by another array. Now that other array can be the RANDARRAY function, and I have to make sure that the RANDARRAY function has the same number of rows as my sequence function. So I have to put a 10 in there. Now when I close bracket again, and press enter, I'm going to end up sorting my values by randomly generated numbers. And there's no way that I'm going to get a hash split error here because I'm not resizing this. The size is always the same, but I know that I'm not going to have any repeats in here. Now, in case you don't have Office 365 and you want to randomly sort your values, just create your values here. So I'm just going to put 100, let's put 110, drag this down here. Then on the side, you can type the rand function and drag this down as well. Okay, so now you have two columns of values. This is your helper column. We're going to get rid of this in a second. We're just going to use it to help us randomly sort our first column. Now I'm just going to highlight this, right mouse click and sort. Let's go to custom sort. Sort by, I want to sort by the second column. In my case, it's column J. I want to sort it on cell value, smallest to largest. It doesn't matter which order we choose, right? We're just going to go with OK. And now I have randomly sorted my original values. I can get rid of this column and I have my list. I hope these examples give you some ideas on how you can generate random data in Excel. Don't forget that thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe if you haven't, because it would be awesome to have you in our community. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next video.